feel like it's been building throughout these practices?
Yeah, it's definitely had its ups and downs, but I always try to control just the way I see the game and the way I hold myself accountable. Like, I'm here to get better. I'm here to win a banner, and I feel like my confidence is at an all-time high when I have those goals set in my mind.
Did it take a couple practices maybe for you to maybe hit your rhythm a little bit?
It definitely took me a couple of days, just trying to get used to the pace of the game and kind of the speed and physicality of what we're about to see. So that was definitely a new sight, but at the end of the day, like I said earlier, it's all about who wants it more, and I think that kind of having that in the back of my mind kind of helped me get used to it a little bit quicker.
As going against BG, how has that helped you?
It's been great. He's been a good teacher and a great teammate. He's been pushing me to get better every single day, and I feel like with the way we play, he's going to help me be a very successful.
There's kind of like a chain of events there. Like BG got to learn under Amari last year. He's maybe taken on more of a leadership role this year. Can you just explain a little bit more about some of the ways that BG's been able to like help you get adapted to the college game and the idiosyncrasies of the way Pope likes to run things?
He's just been helping me with terminology. Like I said, being a freshman, we don't understand a lot of the terms that Coach Pope says. So if I don't understand it, BG will kind of give me an example, and then he'll let me do it. And if I mess up, he'll teach me on it. Because, right now we're in a teaching period. So kind of just having that like mentorship as a freshman, it helps out a lot.
What Kentucky player from the past do you most identify with?
That's a great question. When I was a kid, I used to say Anthony Davis because we both had a unibrow. But I think now that I've got older, I kind of see more of myself. I'd say more towards more recently. That really is a good question because, Willie Cauley-Stein, yeah, but when he was in college, he was a great athlete. So I think kind of being able to get to that point in my game, I think that'll be very helpful. But he's a great guy to look up to, and they were here last week, so he was also very beneficial when they were here.
How much did it help you going against those guys?
It helped out a lot. He was also a good teacher for me, and he's been through it. He's been to the league. He's played pro, so he knows what's coming, and he knows kind of how to teach me on how to get ahead of the curve.
Coach said the other day that there were times he was telling us, we'll see you and say this guy belongs in the NBA, and then other times this guy's really got a lot to learn. Is that the way it's been going for you?
A little bit, yeah. There's definitely been some ups and downs like going through this summer, but I think as I've progressed and gotten a little more aware of the terminology, I feel like it's gotten a little bit better and a little bit more just second nature.
Any particular areas you feel like you've really progressed on so far through summer practices?
I would just say my physicality and just being able to be more consistent with shooting. I think that's been my two main focal points this summer, just being more consistent and being able to hold my own down low.
Has Pope talked about trying to use you in the how he used Amari and Brandon last year? And
yeah, we've been working on it a lot and just being able to make those different reads and different passes, and he's been very beneficial. And it's like I said, it's a teaching moment right now in the summer, and it's been very helpful.
I guess kind of on that note, is there a three-point shot developing, or kind of how's that progress been going for you so far?
It's definitely in the developmental process. I'm tweaking a few things on my jump shot, but other than that, it's been going very well.
Did you hit one in the state tournament?
I did indeed hit one in the state tournament.
You did.
What are some goals you hope to hit this upcoming season?
I got one goal and one goal only, and that's to win number 9. Whether I play 5 minutes or 25 minutes, as long as we're winning, I could care less.
What was that minor injury you had at USA, and kind of how's everything since?
It was a minor hip strain, and it was a real tough decision, but I kind of just chose to come back here, build the team chemistry, and get healthy. And it's kind of going away now, and I feel like I'm able to move a little bit quicker, move a little bit better. After doing a lot of treatment and a lot of rehab on it, I feel like it's just gotten better and kind of just gone away.
It's been practicing a lot for the first time probably in your life against somebody as big or bigger than you are?
Definitely been a little different, but it's also been very beneficial, kind of just teaching me I gotta be stronger, I gotta be more physical. I got to use my body to my advantage because, I have length on a lot of other people, but they may have physicality on me. And as you see it, Kevin Durant in the league, he uses his length to his advantage. Or another guy, Rudy Gobert, he uses his length to his advantage when he's going against other big big, strong like centers. So kind of just having that mindset of I got to be more physical and I kind of just have to want it more. That's been very helpful.
You mentioned being a local. That brings kind of a unique set of pressures, if you will, which I'm sure you welcome that, because you came to school here. But talk a little bit, if you would, about dealing with that, because a lot's expected from a Kentucky basketball player. But again, you're a local guy and friends and neighbors and all that, family.
I mean, there's a standard here at Kentucky, and that's to be the best, and that's to want to be the best. So being a local guy, I feel like growing up, you kind of understand what the assignment is, but it's new territory at the end of the day. So now we're learning, and as long as we all have the same mindset of winning number 9, I think we're in a really good shape.
What's the most impressive thing that you've seen in these early workouts and practices so far?
I think just how much we've gelled together in the short amount of time we've had together. I think we've gotten a lot better, and I really think we have 12, 13, 15 guys that could really start any game, to be honest. We all have skills that we're really good at, and we always push each other to be better every single day.
Classes are about to start, so the burner is getting hotter with, balancing both basketball with classes. What are some things you're doing to help yourself through that?
Well, as being a student athlete, student comes first. So it'll always be to get my work done first and then get to the court, because if I don't have good grades, I can't play. So with classes coming up, that'll be goal number 1, and then goal number 2 will be on the court getting better.
Do you have a favorite moment watching Kentucky basketball growing up?
There's a couple, but I would probably say one of my all-time favorites, because I was there to see it, it would probably have to be Justin Edwards' game against Alabama when he didn't miss. That was really, I could feel the energy in Rep Arena, but also, he had been kind of on a struggle that year, and then just being able to see his growth throughout the year, it was, really, good to see, and how much the fans loved to see it. So that was probably a really cool moment, and another one would probably just be any game John Wall played in, because my favorite player, so.
Anything that you've learned about Coach Pope since you got here?
That he's more than just a basketball coach. He's been a real father figure. Always asks me about my personal life, and he's been very helpful with anything I really need.
You and Jasper, both being local guys, and you look to next year's classes, Stokes and Kinney, and they're both Kentucky natives. Just what can you kind of say about the development of guys in the state recently?
I think we're producing what's needed to be produced. A lot of people say that Kentucky doesn't produce NBA talent, and I think the 4 of us were some of the 4 best players in the country. So I think now we're starting to get rid of that narrative that Kentucky doesn't produce talent, and now people are starting to see if you're from Kentucky, as long as you want it, you can go get it.
Did you ever get to play against Trent?
Jersey on for the first time?
So how am I gonna feel? I'm gonna feel great. I'm a local kid, and it's something I've always dreamt of. I feel like it's really gonna hit me once I see Kentucky number 24 with Moreno on the back. I think that's gonna be a real sentimental moment for me.
Absolutely.
I was trying to remember. Did you ever play against Trent in high school?
I did in a preseason game, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah. What have you seen from him so far in these practices? About a lot of people are buzzing about how he's
the best shooter. He's the best shooter in the gym. You could coach emphasizes on being there on the catch so they don't get a shot off. You could be there on the catch with Trent and he's still going to get a shot off. He's such a prolific shooter, and he's a good mentor. He's one of the returnees, so he's been really helpful on just the defensive side, and he's been a really good teacher.
What should fans expect from this team this year?
A lot of excitement. I would say they should expect a lot of a good attitude and a lot of really, really good moments from the team.
How's it been having Jasper by your side?